Hi Pisces, this is Teresa from tarotbyt.com and welcome to February and happy Valentine's Day. I'm getting ready to do your February TarotScope, and before I do that I want to call in some good energy for this reading and create some sacred space around it. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those of you who have left comments. I really appreciate the feedback. And also for those of you who have ordered readings, I appreciate your support. And I'm glad to meet new people, and I'm happy to serve. So I hope that these readings are helping you. It really always makes me feel good when I hear good feedback. So let's see what's coming up for Pisces. You have a new moon eclipse in Aquarius in the 12th house. And it's affecting Uranus in the 2nd house of your chart. So that's going to affect financial security, your money, your self-esteem. You can have a new beginning, a new way. Maybe you're working on a project from behind the scenes that's going to bring in some new money and help you to feel better about yourself. Like, not that you haven't been, but you're just feeling stronger. You're feeling more confident. So let's see what these cards have to say. What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? This new moon is going to be on the 15th, which is the day before the Chinese New Year and the day after Valentine. So it's really a powerful moon. It's got a lot of positive energy behind it. And because it's an eclipse, it will be affecting your life for the next 6 months until the next eclipse. So it's setting the tone. Put it that way. So you might be doing a lot of soul searching, and you might be hibernating, trying to figure out, where do I want to go next? What do I need to do? So what does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? Let's see what we get. The Temperance card, the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the Swords, King of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. So you start the month out with the Temperance, and it's crossed by the 6 of Wands. So you're going to be celebrating some type of success in February. This is a card of victory and where you're paraded in the streets. It's the rock star. So people are talking about the work that you've been doing, and they're really singing your praises. Temperance is a card. This represents the Archangel Michael. So you may be feeling called to follow a certain path, and you're just following your intuition. This is a card of also not going to extremes, to make sure you leave time for work-life balance. So you might be really busy at work, but you have to remember that you need relationships too. So save some time for connecting on a romantic level. This is also a card of compromise, learning how to meet each other halfway, learning how to create win-win situations, learning how to see things from another person's perspective. So if you're in a relationship, you need to kind of find that kind of balance with the other person. Make sure that your needs are getting met, that it's not just a one-sided thing. In the past, you have the 6 of Cups. This is a card of healing from the past and working to make the future better. So you might have recently reconnected with some people from your past, and you're having pleasant memories. With the 5 of Pentacles here, you might be feeling like you're having a hard time financially. And either you're dealing with someone who's going through a depression and having a hard time making ends meet, or you are struggling a little bit financially. You need to get your finances back on track. So this card is also a card of balance, like don't overdo it, don't overspend, see where your money's going. Take the middle road. This is a card of healing from the past and making the future better. So if you've had a falling out with someone, you could heal it either heal it or make the next relationship better because you've learned lessons from the past. Sometimes this brings people from the past back into our lives. So that's a possibility too. You may reconnect with an old friend. You have 3 6s in the reading, so you are moving toward greater harmony in February. 6s represent harmony. You have the King of Swords up here. This could be someone that you're involved with, and it could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or if it's not an air sign, it could be an authority figure, an older figure in your life. Somehow I feel that this person can be a little bit severe at times and unemotional compared to a Pisces who feels everything. So you may feel like this person's a little bit too detached for your liking. You wish they were a little bit more approachable. Maybe they're kind of intimidating and you're afraid to approach them. There could also be a question of you might be coming out of a depression or a feeling of lack where you've had some financial struggles. And this person may want to help you out. The 6 of Pentacles here is about helping someone. But the thing you have to watch is that you don't become indebted to someone. Because a lot of times with this card, it's like someone's trying to buy someone's love. So someone's like spending all their money on this person or buying them gifts all the time. Or, you know, just always being the one that pays. You want to make sure that you find a balance, that you create balance in a relationship so that it's not one-sided and then you don't feel used or, you know, under pressure. Because the 6 of Pentacles is, it's about caring for people less fortunate than yourself. And sometimes in a relationship it can mean that there's an imbalance in the finances. That one person's spending all the money, the other person's just benefiting from the money. So you want to watch that in February, that you're not overdoing or overgiving. 4 of Pentacles here. Sometimes you want to control the outcome too much. You need to relax and go with the flow. Don't be afraid. Don't try to control. Don't try to hold on. You have to love with no strings attached in February. Now, in your environment, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who you might be involved with an earth sign. That could be Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And it could be someone, if it's not the sign, someone who's really a hard worker and is working toward a goal. And eventually they will reach that goal. If this is someone who's recently come into your life, I think it looks like it could be a good relationship. Just give it a chance. You've got the 8 of Swords here. So part of you is feeling trapped in a situation. Maybe you moved to a new location and you're having a hard time living in the place that you chose to live in. Sometimes this could mean that you feel, you know, you want to move out of a situation. Maybe you want to move out of a relationship, but fear is holding you back. Or you want to move toward a relationship. You want to take action, but fear is holding you back. You're afraid of rejection or afraid of going out on a limb. But that's the only way that you're going to get what you want. The outcome here is the 4 of Cups. So you've been feeling neglected or you've been feeling underappreciated, undervalued. And so you're just kind of sitting there. And if you've had a falling out with a partner, they may try to reach out to you. You see this cup coming out of the cloud. But you're sitting there saying, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want to connect with this person. So maybe you've had some type of argument that's changed your mind on your opinion of someone. Don't let fear hold you back from intimacy in the month of February. Don't let fear hold you back from taking the initiative, taking the bull by the horns, and doing your own thing. So Pisces, let's look at what's going on astrologically for you. For this month, the new moon is in your 12th house. And it's also being activated by Uranus in the 2nd house. So the 12th house is the house of psychological, the unconscious, institutions. It could be hospitals, prisons, any kind of confinement sometimes. So you might feel that you're withdrawing from the world a little bit. You have been, you need time to think and time to gestate. It's like you have a lot of ideas that are just like ready to come out, but you're still developing them. So the new moon is a good time to go after those hidden areas in your psyche. Anything that's been blocking you. Tackle those psychological blocks, how we self-sabotage, how we, what things that are standing in the way of love and success. Sometimes, the 12th house is the house of hidden enemies. And more often than not, we are our own worst enemy, because we have certain blocks that we can't see. With this new moon, it would be a great time for you to tackle those blockages and release them. The 12th house is also a house of releasing what no longer serves, removing the blocks to success. That maybe you have like some negative self-talk. You want to overcome that. And Uranus in the second house can bring unexpected developments around money, around self-esteem. What do I value? Maybe your values are changing. Maybe in the past, security to you meant money in the bank. Maybe now it's changing. Maybe now it's just, I want to connect with a relationship. Maybe for you, it could be anything. Uranus involves technology, so you might decide to work for yourself. Do creative work that involves science or technology, and work from home. Start a business. Because Uranus, with the fluctuations, like money comes in and it goes out, it's not a stable thing. It's kind of like an uneven flow. So it's like feast or famine when Uranus is in your second house. But Uranus is supporting this new moon. So if you're working on a project behind the scenes that involves technology, it's a good time to start that right now. You have Jupiter in the 9th house. So Jupiter there's luck if you want to go back to school and learn some new skills. Jupiter in a relationship situation can bring connections, lucky connections through higher education, spirituality, long distance travel. You might be connecting with someone at a distance, or someone who has a different cultural background than you. Someone who's expanding your mind or expanding your view of the world in some way, because they are so different. This is also time Venus is in Pisces. So if Venus is in Pisces, you're looking really good. You're very charming, and you might be attracting some admirers. Some of them might be a little bit. There could be an age difference, because Venus is sextile Saturn. So there could be that one of you is older or younger than the other. One of you is more of the parent, acts like the parent of the other. Neptune's in Pisces. When Venus connects with Neptune, that's like a dream lover energy. So you want to, but with Neptune, you have a tendency to idealize the person, or you may want to save someone. Don't get caught into that trap. But you can make a soulmate connection. You just want to make sure that what you're seeing is real. That you're not deluding yourself and seeing what you want to see in a partner. So let's see what else is happening. Mercury is connected to this new moon, so maybe now is a good time. And that has to do with communication, but it also has to do with your thought processes. So with Mercury connecting with this new moon in your 12th house, you could be getting inspired thoughts. You could be feeling more intuitive. It can also be a good time for you to express things that you've always kept hidden or buried. Maybe you need to release, maybe you need to vent or purge things that you've kept to yourself for so many years. Maybe you need to communicate those feelings through art or music or some type of creativity or even technology. Maybe you want to create a blog, start writing about your feelings, writing about your psychic impressions, because Pisces is very intuitive and very deep feeling, very compassionate. So you may want to start writing about things that are 12th house topics, psychology, how the mind works, things that are hidden, things that, psychological blockages. Whatever you do, I want to say, don't be afraid. You have 3 6s in this reading. So you are moving toward greater harmony. 6 is the number of harmony. So don't let fear hold you back from sharing your love. Don't let fear hold you back from expressing what you need to say, your messages, your psychic impressions. If you're getting feelings about certain things, trust your feelings. Communicate your feelings. Don't be afraid of rejection. And maintain that balance between how much you give to another person. You might be over-giving in a relationship. Maybe someone's trying to buy your love. Or you are, sacrificing a lot for someone else. You want to make sure that the feeling is mutual, that the person is reciprocating, or that you're giving yourself enough time to recharge. So that way you can continue to give. So don't overdo in February. Be who you are. Help people if that's where you find your joy, in helping others. And you're going to get some recognition in terms of that. And you'll be able to let go of if you've been feeling isolated or depressed, that's fading. So you are moving into a better time. Just don't be afraid to accept the love that's around you. Here you're like on the fence. It's like you don't want to accept it. But there are good things coming. You just have to keep the faith. And try not to control the outcome of anything. This is a card of control. You may be trying to control the way things go. Go with the flow. Relax a little bit. And, release your fears. So that's my message for you, Pisces. And happy birthday. And have a happy Valentine's Day. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Valentine's, New Year, and happy new moon. And I wish only the best for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to schedule a reading, just check the link in the description box and we'll get you on the schedule. And enjoy your month. Happy birthday. And I will talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.